Hello students, again we are back with another solution of standard 9 mathematics, that is exercise 2.4, and this is our part 2 because in our last video we have completed the part 1 from question number 1 to question number 3, and in second part we have to solve for question number 4 and 5. Basically in question number 4 and 5 we have to factorize different polynomials of degree 2 and 3, that is for quadratic and cubic type of polynomials. So here we have two options. We may go for the factor theorem or we may solve the polynomial by middle term splitting. So coming to question number 4, it is given that factorize, only this much is the question, factorize. So here I have opted for middle term splitting method. So question number first bit, question number 4, first bit, the polynomial is given as 12x square minus of 7x plus 1. So here while using the concept of middle term splitting, we have to consider that we have to choose two numbers a and b such that their sum must come this middle term. We have arranged this. The question is already in descending order, or always we have to adjust this one from the decreasing order. So here x carries power 2, x carries power 1, and here x carries power 0. So while it is in this form ax square plus of bx plus of c, then only we can find out its solution. So here choose two numbers a and b such that their sum comes minus of 7. Again their product should come as 12. Here I have written this one, a plus b should be minus of 7, while a into b should be 12. So two such numbers will come as minus 4 and minus 3, because minus of 4 plus of minus of 3 is equals to minus of 7. Again minus of 4 multiplied with minus of 3 will give rise to 12. So condition is satisfying. So here 12x square, in place of minus 7x we need to write minus 4x and minus 3x, plus of 1 remains constant, so may take common from these two terms, first and second. Similarly take common from third and fourth terms, so we will get this one, and taking common 4x minus 1 from both the two terms, we are going to get 4x minus 1 whole into 3x minus 1, and this is the factorization of this quadratic kind of a polynomial, which is our answer. Coming to second bit, the question is 2x square plus of 7x plus of 3. Again it is in the arranged form. We have to consider two numbers a and b such that their product should come as 2 into 3 means 6, their sum should come as 7. So two such numbers will be 6 and 1. Here 6, no need to write 1, so 6x plus x should be replaced in place of 7x, and other two terms 2x square and 3 remains constant. Similarly from first and second term we have taken 2x as common, while from third and fourth term we have taken 1 as common. So here we have x plus 3 whole into 2x plus 1. This concept already taught, already we know this concept from standard 9. Yes, we are doing it. So x plus 3 whole into 2x plus 1 is the required answer. Coming to next bit, it is given 6x square plus of 5x minus of 6. So here the product should come as minus 6 into 6, that means minus of 36, sum should be plus 5. So two numbers will be plus 9x and minus 4x. So writing it in this manner and taking common from first and second term 3x, and from third and fourth term 2, we got 2x plus 3 and 2x plus 3 here, and 3x minus 2 will be common. 2x plus 3 whole into 3x minus 2 is the answer. Coming to the fourth bit, that is the last bit of question number 4, it is given that 3x square minus of x minus of 4. So here product should come as minus of 12, while sum should come minus 1. So two numbers will be 3x and minus 4x. So here taking 3x as common, we left with x plus 1, and taking minus 4 as common, left with x plus 1. So overall we got 3x minus 4 whole into x plus 1. It is the required answer, or it is the required factorization of the given polynomial. Coming to question number 5, again the same type of question is given as we need to factorize. Only factorize is given, anything has not been mentioned. So here I have chosen for factor theorem. In our previous question we have considered, or we have solved the question by middle term splitting, while in question number 5 we have chosen the factor theorem. So here very first bit given as x cube minus 2x square minus of x plus of 2. So here we have to consider the factors of the last constant term. It doesn't contain any kind of variables. So factors of 2 will be plus or minus 1 or plus or minus 2. Now we have to check among these 4 values which one gives the value of 0. So if I will put p of 1, then yes, p of 1 means putting the value of 1 in the given polynomial p of x. So here instead of p of x we are writing as p of 1. So p of 1 becomes cube of 1 minus square of 1 multiplied with 2 minus of 1 plus of 2. So ultimately it is giving 0. If this value giving us a 0, then x minus 1 will be a factor of this polynomial. So we got our first factor as x minus 1. Next we have 2 ways. We can divide this polynomial by this one in order to get a quadratic kind of polynomial, or we may go for the hit and trial method of proving or solving the remaining digits as p1. So next I have gone for p of minus 1. So now we need to put minus 1 in place of x. So it will again giving a 0. So p of minus 1 as giving us a 0. So x plus 1 will be a factor. So first factor and second factor known. That means both plus and minus 1 are the factors or satisfying the equation. Coming to plus and minus 2. So plus 2, checking for plus 2, we are getting a 0. So obviously x minus 2 becomes a factors. This is the factor theorem says. So see here we have the degree of 3, that means at most 3 factors will come. Now x minus 1, x plus 1 and x minus 2, already we got the 3 factors, no need to check for minus of 2. If you are wishing to test it, you may go for, and minus 2 will not give rise a value of 0. Hence the factor of the given polynomial are these 3 factors. Coming to second bit, x cube minus 3x square minus 9x minus of 5. Degree 3 linear polynomials will come. So here we have to check for the factors of minus 5. So it will be plus or minus 1 and plus or minus of 5. So now by using hit and trial method, first check for minus 1. So it is giving a 0, hence x plus 1 becomes a factor. First factor we got as x plus 1. Next checking for plus 1, it is not giving us a 0. So neglect that one. Coming to plus or minus 5, first I have gone for plus 5, it is giving a 0. So x minus 5 becomes a factor. Now x plus 1 is a factor, x minus 5 is a factor. So I will divide this factor, this total polynomial, given polynomial, with x minus 5. It is my dividend, this is my divisor. So here by dividing or doing the long division process, I got x square plus 2x plus 1 as my quotient. So this is the given polynomial, this is one of the factors, and I got here a quadratic polynomial as quotient. But remember students that while solving for the factors, we always need linear kind of factors. As this is quadratic, it cannot be considered as a factor of this polynomial. No doubt x minus 5 is a factor, but this cannot be considered as a factor. So it needs to be solved again. We know that x square plus 2x plus 1 is the x plus 1 whole square. So x plus 1, here already we have got x plus 1, but Here we have already got x plus 1, but here we got x plus 1 whole square. That means this particular term arising twice. So the factors are x plus 1 and x minus 5. Next bit, x cube plus 13x square plus 32x plus of 20. So we need to find out the factors of plus 20. So these are plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 4, plus minus 5 and plus minus 10. So by using hit and trial method, we got p of minus 1 giving us a 0. So x plus 1 becomes a factor. Similarly, p of minus 2 also giving a 0. So x plus 2 becomes a factor. P of minus 10 also gives a 0, hence x plus 10 becomes a factor. So x plus 10, x plus 2 and x plus 1 all are in the linear form, hence these three becomes the factors of the given polynomial. Coming to last bit, 2y cube plus y square minus 2y minus of 1. So here see the first term is multiplied with 2. First of all, take these 2 as common. So the polynomial becomes y cube plus y square by 2 minus of y minus of 1 by 2. Now we need to find out the factors of 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2. So its factors will be plus minus 1 and plus minus 1 by 2. Again, by using hit and trial method, p of 1 is coming 0. So y minus 1 becomes a factor. Similarly, p of minus 1 also giving a 0. So y plus 1 becomes a factor. Again, checking for plus minus 1 by 2, minus of 1 by 2, p of minus 1 by 2 is giving a 0, but not p of 1 by 2. So as p of minus 1 by 2 giving us a 0, so y plus 1 by 2 is a factor. We can also write y plus 1 by 2 as 2y plus 1. Hence, finally we got our factors as y minus 1, y plus 1 and 2y plus 1. So here with this we completed our exercise 2.4. Both the two parts starting from question number 1 up to question number 5. So thank you very much for watching my video.